I am having a little bit of trouble vlogging and I'm about to start my self-curriculum stuff, and I thought I would just do a video on that. I'm doing 2 courses and I'm using ChatGPT to help me design it and like do the whole thing, because if you have the luxury of spending time educating yourself, you absolutely should. So, with ChatGPT as my best tool, I am working on a self curriculum. The first course that I'm doing is, well, I don't remember what the title of it is called, but basically, we're just annotating through Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I don't know if we're doing the full book or if we're just doing parts of the book. I really like Frankenstein. I read it in high school. I don't think I read it in its entirety in high school because I didn't want to be honest. I think everyone can relate to Frankenstein. Everyone at some point has felt like Frankenstein. Well, not Frankenstein, but the creature. Or even actually probably Frankenstein, if we're being honest with ourselves. I think it's just very relatable anyway, but I don't remember all of the plot points. So I started reading it and I was just like, whoa, this is so, I don't know what reading level I'm at anymore. Probably 8th grade or below, honestly, because I haven't been reading, like, I read very little classical literature, and it's written in a it's a genre of its own, as I'm sure you know. So anyway, that's my little classical literature education. I'm annotating through it because, first of all, I just really like annotating, but I don't really know how to do it. I don't really know, like, I know that it's meant to help you understand better and get your thoughts out and, you know, take your time reading. And I really like the idea of that, but like I don't know, like, what am I supposed to underline? Like, what am I supposed to ask myself? Like, I have no idea. No one's ever have I thought have I ever been taught to read and think critically? I don't know. Of course, when I'm reading, I have thoughts. Anyway, I'm still on the first lesson. Like, there's letter 1. This is like basically the first chapter of the book. So like learning how to annotate through that and whatever. That's really fun to me. It's a great story. It's very um iconic work of classic literature for its time. It was a big deal in its time. It's still a big deal now. It came out, listen, this book was published in 1818. Think about that. I'm just saying. And a woman wrote it. A woman. Yep, that's right. Anyway, so the other course I'm doing is annotating through the New Testament, and I'm doing that with my Spiral Bible. This is the whole New Testament. This one's KJV. They do have other versions. If they also have, I think the Old Testament comes in like 4 different volumes. So, like, this is the whole New Testament. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like and show you guys some of my lessons. I did this with ChatGPT. I feel like ChatGPT is my friend, okay? I have problems, I have issues. I don't want to talk about it anyway. So there's the annotating. I think we spent maybe like 3 days on this, and it was very, very good. It was called, Unit 1 was Luke 7:36 through 50, the woman who anointed Jesus's feet. It was really, really, really excellent. So that's that. And then wait, before I start my work, I want to also show you guys this. I made this TBR jar. I'm pretty excited about it. I love watching people do their TBR and their reading vlogs. This is the key with all of the subjects on it. In each one, there's like 5 or 6 different possible categories. It could be contemporary fiction, classics and literature, romance, mystery and adventure, nonfiction or learning, imagination and escape, seasonal and cozy, or for the mind. Those are the little categories. I can already tell you there's some stuff on here I'm already like, no, I don't want to read that, but I do want to be well-rounded and I do want to learn to do things that I don't like doing and just be able to push through that. So, it'll be good even if I don't like it, or even if it's on something that is like weird. I don't know. I already know what I'm hoping I don't get. If I get that, I'm gonna be so irritated. Okay, this one just popped out. I'm scared. I'm gonna try again. Hang on. Oh no. Oh, okay. It wasn't as bad. I thought it was gonna be something worse. All right, so this says a play or short story collection, and that's under classics and the literature. So I probably will read something Shakespeare. I'm going to do some research on that, and I will let you know by the end of this video what I decide to get for a play or a short story collection. My Bible curriculum, I'm going to have to copy off of my phone first. Okay, so I finished the instructions part of what I need to do and like the little what I needed to write down. And now I'm going to go into my spiral Bible and start annotating. I wish I had a better angle so I could like actually show you guys, but whatever. This will do for now. Okay, I needed to use my phone for some help, but this is today's complete lesson. We're all done. I did a little bit of research and I asked ChatGPT as well for its recommendations. I kind of think that I'm going to go with ChatGPT's recommendations as far as pulling things goes, just because I think it would be interesting to see if ChatGPT really knows what I like or if it starts to learn what I like and learns how to make good recommendations. I don't know about this first one. So I asked for it to recommend both a play and a short story collection. So I got Much Ado About Nothing, which I've never heard of, don't know what it's about. I just have no idea, but the little kind of bullet points of why ChatGPT thought that I was going to like it made me feel like, "Ah, am I going to like that? I don't know." And plus, it's a play. So I kind of am like, it's going to be hard to read, but that's the point. It's going to be hard to read, and it's going to be even harder since it's going to be in play format. So I'm going to get the No Fear Shakespeare. Hopefully, they have it. So I'm going to do the Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare if they have the No Fear Shakespeare to help me out because I'm going to need it. And then also, I forget what year that was written. The other one is The Garden Party and Other Stories by Catherine Mansfield. And that doesn't really sound interesting to me, but the little bullet points on that one said that it was naturey and very introspective, which I'm like, okay, I can get with that because I'm like that. So maybe I like it, maybe I won't. I don't know. And then when I was thinking, like, before I asked ChatGPT, I was like, what do I want to read? Do I want to read Macbeth? Because I kind of I like Macbeth. ChatGPT doesn't know that I like dark things because I don't really ask it about dark things. But like Frankenstein, it's kind of dark. Macbeth is dark. I really like it. Not because it's dark, but it's just a great story. I don't know what Hamlet is about. Of course, I understand to be or not to be, like, that's the most famous quote ever. Maybe not ever, but and so I'm interested to know that one. Also, A Midsummer's Night Dream. Don't really know what that one's about either, but it's iconic. I know that much. So I would like to read that. So, and then I was like, definitely not Romeo and Juliet. That's so cliche. Like, ugh, there's so many retellings of that. And then I thought maybe I'll get a retelling of Romeo and Juliet. And that could be fun, like a modern retelling of Romeo and Juliet, just since we're doing Shakespeare. I think that would be fun. I think I'm gonna get all four books. I haven't picked a book for the retelling of Romeo and Juliet yet, but I will. And I'll tell you guys what it is. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting four books, including a No Fear Shakespeare. I'm not really a fast reader right now. That's something else I want to improve, is being able to consume more. So, I'm going to buy the books. I'll start with one, and if I don't finish the others, then I'm going to start a new TBR jar and put all of the books in there that I, you know, end up purchasing but don't end up reading. And then eventually my goal is to work up to getting one slip of paper out of the genre jar, and then one slip of paper out of the I own it but I haven't read it jar. And then I'll have two books. That's why I'm going to go ahead and invest in four books, even though I pretty much know I can't finish that. Okay, guys, I'm super excited. I think this is a great idea. I picked out the Shakespeare Romeo and Juliet retelling I'm gonna read. Ooh, I'm actually really excited. I can't believe how excited I am about this. Okay, so it's called These Violent Delights, which I know that sounds a little bit like, by Chloe. I think it's Chloe Gong. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope I am. Listen, I've never heard of this book before, so I don't know the author. Okay, this is explicitly a Romeo and Juliet retelling based in 1920s Shanghai. Tell me that doesn't sound good already. It had me right there. I was like, this one, this one. And then it said something about two gangs and a blood feud. And I don't know what a blood feud is. I'm assuming it's some kind of like family line or something like that. It's like two. It says it's got the elements of forbidden love and family feuding, and it's a YA novel. So, which I'm actually glad about, because to me that just means it's going to be an easy read. And with everything else I've got going on, I don't have anything that's just an easy read right now. Literally everything I read, I have to pay attention to comprehend. So I'm excited. It sounds really good. I hope that well, I guess Romeo and Juliet are really young. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. I hope I like it. I'm really excited about it.